Hello, welcome to the seventh module of the course Immigration Counselling and Management. And here we'll be talking about um, visa application processing and documentation, visa application processes and documentation. We'll look into an overview of visa category, applying for study visa across major destination. We will also look into applying for work and travel visa, also understanding visa requirements and documentation checklist. We'll also look at online application system and biometrics processes. We look at visa interview preparation and common um, refusal reasons, and we'll look at post-visa approval procedure and travel readiness. Let's quickly have an overview of visa category. For you to choose the right path, you need to understand this. The first one is study visa, and for this is actually for full-time academic programs, and it's often limited part-time work. It often allows for limited part-time work, and for work visa, it's actually for temporary or long-term employment. Usually requires a job offer and employer sponsorship. And we also have the travel. There's also the travel visa, which is for short-term tourism, business visits, or um, family visits, and it has no work or study permits. Uh, and lastly is exchange program visa, and this is for cultural, academics, or professional exchanges, often sponsored by a recognized organization. What are the core requirements across all visa type? And while specific requirement varies, they are almost universally required. The first requirement is valid passport, which is usually valid for at least 6 months beyond the intended stay. The next is completed application form, which is accurate and consistent with all documents. Another is passport size photos, which helps in meeting strict official specifications. The next is the proof of purpose, which is admission letter, job contract, or detailed travel itinerary. The next is financial evidence, which deals with bank statements, scholarship letters, or sponsored letters, proving you can cover all costs. And lastly is visa fee payment, and this is proof of payment of the non-refundable application fee. For documentations, which is actually the backbone of your application, the documentation checklist is ensures completeness, accuracy, and organization, and drastically reducing the risk of refusal due to missing or incorrect documents. And we have a sample of checklist, things that you need to actually look. For identity, you need to ensure passport and photos are provided. For applications, there should be a signed visa form, and for purpose, admission or offer letter is very, very important as a document. For financial um, category, you need bank statements or scholarship letters, and for academic um, or professional, you need to actually provide a transcript, diploma, or CV. And for ethics or character, that is needed for medical reports and policy clearance. And this is just a sample of how this can be checklist, I mean the status for you to be able to know, okay, these are the things that have been provided, these things are not being provided yet. Then looking at the online application and biometrics, this is actually um, the digital visa process. And for online application system, the purpose is to be able to submit forms, upload documents, and pay fees and track your application online, like the US DS 160, Canada RCC portals. And in practice, you need to start early, following instructions carefully, and also ensure all scan are clear and correctly formatted. And the next is biometric processes, and the purpose is to collect unique physical data, um, in terms of fingerprints, photographs, and to ensure identity and prevent fraud. And another is process, the process of biometrics is schedule an appointment at the visa um, application center and have your biometric captured and receive a confirmation. Together, they create a uh, more secure and efficient system. Looking at the study visa application, which is the major destination for countries, for USA, the visa name is F1 student visa, and the document is from I-20 from S EVP school. And the key step is to pay SCVIS fee and visa interview. And also for UK and for student visa, it's called student visa. And the key document is confirmation of acceptance for studies. And key step is to prove and is the proof fund held for um, 28 days. And for Canada, the visa name is study permit, and key documents include letter of acceptance from a DLI, and key steps is the letter of explanation and biometrics. And for Australia, the student visa, uh, it is called student visa. Yes, student visa, and subclass 500. And the key document is the confirmation of enrollment, and key step is overseas student health cover. Applying for work visa, uh, the core requirement is a valid job offer and employer sponsorship, which are almost always necessary. And key documents include employment contracts, proof of qualification and skill, labor market test results if applicable. And example include for US H-1B, which is employer files a petition with the USCIS before you apply, and the for UK, which is skilled workers, must be sponsored by a licensed UK employer. And counselors' role in this help verify the legitimacy of the job offer and ensure all professional credentials are in order. Looking at the um, application, applying for travel and working visa, applying for travel and working holiday visa. This is actually a short-term stay and cultural exchange. And then for travel or tourist visa, the purpose is tourism, visiting families, and also short business meeting. And it's actually the key proof is a strong tie to home country and travel itinerary, proof of accommodation, and return flight booking. And working holiday visa, the purpose is to combine travel with short-term work to fund the trip. And key requirement is age limit, usually 18 to 30 or 35, and proof of fund and health insurance. And in practice, you need to be clear about your intent. For tourist visa, emphasize your intention and return home. The visa interview. What is the purpose of interview? It is to verify your document access, documents, assess your genuine intention, and also to evaluate your credibility. And how to prepare for this, you need to know your application. You need to practice common questions like why did you choose this program or university? How will you fund your stay? What are your plans after your visa expires? And what ties you what ties do you have to your home countries? And also, you need to organize your documents and be professional. Common visa refusal reason, and these include the incomplete or inconsistent documentation, insufficient financial proof, doubt about intentions, poor interview performance, um, past immigration violation, and ineligibility. These are common reasons why people are being refused, and you need to be very careful about it. Let's look at strategies to minimize refusal. Um, the first one is for you to be honest and authentic. You need to ensure consistency with all documents. Make sure that all documents match each other and then together with the interview. Then you need to prove strong ties. Clearly demonstrate your connection to your home country as it pertains to family, job, property, future plans. And also, you need to show financial strength. That is, you provide clear, verifiable evidence of sufficient fund. Then you need to prepare for um, the interview. And lastly, you need to seek professional guidance. Then for the post visa approval, which is the final step, your journey continues after the visa is issued, and you need to verify the visa. You check all the details, the name, passport number, date, visa class for error immediately. You need to also review entry conditions, understand any form of restriction. You need to also prepare for prepare the travel documents, pack your passport, visa approval, admission or job letter, and proof of fund in your carry-on. You need to plan your arrival, book flights, arrange initial accommodation, and also understand how you get from the airport, and also prepare financially, have local currency and access to international banking. For ports and entry and initial settlement at the border, you need to be prepared to answer questions from um, immigration officer. You need to present your required document confidently. You also need to declare any item as required by custom. And first step in the new country is to one complete required registration like address registration, university check-in, also settle in, open a bank account, get a local SIM card, and also understand local transport. And three, know your visa conditions and strictly follow work limitations and study requirements from day one. In conclusion, the visa process is the final decisive stage in the immigration um, journey. Success depends on understanding the specific requirements of your visa category as it pertains to each country, and a meticulous documentation checklist is very important too. Online system and biometrics are now standard. You need to learn to navigate them, and the visa interview is a test of your credibility and preparation. Understanding common refusal reason help you avoid vital errors, and post-approval planning is essential for a smooth and compliant arrival. Thank you for following.